Welcome in this video. Today I want to do a weekly market breakdown analysis on GBPUSD, EURUSD and gold, and show and break down with you how the market was able to play this week and describe with you in detail, step by step, how the market, the price action moved during this week, and potentially do a prediction or do a top-down analysis on the price action of the next coming week, the upcoming week. And let's go straight to my chart and will break down with you and share with you my own opinions, because it's my own opinions and how I was able to analyze the market each week. You can say something in your comment section.
If you don't like, just drop a like, subscribe, turn on the notification to not miss our next video if you are interested about
the financial market. Let's go. You can see here we are on gold. This is a gold daily time frame. The first thing you can observe on this chart is that gold is massively dropping, right? Gold is standing to the downside, and there's a potential it can go more lower. Let's go straight and break down with you, and let's start with the weekly time frame. This is how the weekly time frame looks. Price is massively bearish, price is massively bullish, but at the moment there's the zone where I'm expecting price to come back to take is this low. First of all, by next week, price to come back and take this low. This one, there's a phase zone. You have also this liquidity, a lot of liquidity. This is where buyers get in to be able to push, to induce this massive bullish run here. There are a lot of others here. I'm not really paying attention about the fundamental, but I need to make sure every day I need to check my calendar, economic calendar, to be able to identify at which time there's a high impact news and which time each pair could be able to potentially impact my trading days. Let's see, guys, and we can see we are inside this weekly supply demand here, massive push to the upside. And the first thing that I noticed that price, what happens is price mitigates this massive wicked rejection to the upside, and just there's a confirmation that buyers are massively inside the move. And you can see how buyers was massively long for a while, and eventually what happened, we have the most recent demand, price react inside that and just create a movement to the upside. But at this point, supplies now take the control, and there's a higher chance for price to sweep this low, even to sweep this extreme daily this weekly demand here. There's a higher chance for me. I'm expecting price for next week that price will keep selling during next week. These are the two zones that I'm expecting for next week. Price will take this week, take this low and take this low, because this low the demand that get in here, they was not more strong to keep pushing the price until price to break above this high. That's why as this low fell, this one fell, that means there's a high probability that this low will fail. This is how, and my mentor have been teaching me, and this is what I have been doing for more than a year, and I know this concept. 8 out of 10 it will play like this, because price, the demand that getting here, they was not able to push price to till here. There's a high chance that they will take out this low, and yeah, and this low too. If you can see, you can mark this too low during the week, and maybe this is the demand where price could potentially come back before you can see a nice bullish run to the upside again. You will see this week, you can mark this one, do a screenshot and you can mark this. To this week, market open around price open around here, Tuesday, Monday. You can see how market open, it was around here. This was already a sign, because we already had this equal lows here, that market price will be able to massively drop to the downside. You can see here, this was already a sign that price will drop, because we was building a lot of equal lows here, and I was expecting price to take out this low. And you can see as the week keep moving, price was ranging for 1 or 2 days, like this Monday and Tuesday, Thursday, massive push. All this sensor liquidity, internal range sensor liquidity was swept, and you can see now also the weekly demand, the weekly demand was swept. As soon as the weekly demand was swept like this, for me it was a clear confirmation that price will just keep looking to sell. Yes, because as I said on the weekly time frame, demand was not able to keep pushing until take out this week high. As this weekly demand fail, there's a high chance price will come back, take out this week low, because this one will become a week low, because there were buyers that get in was not able to keep pushing the price to take out this week high above here, and price just keep selling. You can see here massively today again, massive drop, guys, massively. And there's a low, there's one zone, 2 zone, price we may take. This how I'm just keeping looking to sell, and based on the daily time frame, this rejection, price could at least pull back here before the drop, or price could just keep selling like this. Price could just keep selling again, because gold can easily do it like this before it pull back, before it sell again. It could easily happen like this. There's nothing like gold could easily create his move like this one, like I said, like this. You can pull back into this buy to sell weak demand supply here before the drop, and on the H4 time frame, massively drop, Order flow was clearly bearish, and the order flow is clearly bearish for me. Everything is bearish here. You can see looking to short was massively, but based on based on the way I'm trading, I did not see any setup since Monday until today. I did not see any setup, and you can see how my price was just dropping. Here is the first zone where price could potentially pull back to. There's another one here, second one, where price could potentially pull back before it can drop again. The second one here on the H1 time frame. This is the second one. This is the first one, second one here before price can potentially drop, because I'm not expecting price to pull back to here. No, it will move back massively again to the downside. Take out this low, and potentially take out this demand here. It's clear. There's a clear confirmation for me like for that H1 time frame. Everything was clean massively here, and I was expecting looking to buy here, but nothing. Price has not did anything very nice for me. Price has not shown me something good. And these are the two zone that on Thursday I was looking to buy, to sell here, but price did not pull back here on the lower time frame, the M15. Price just kept dropping. Yeah, you can see how now price pull back. You can see how price pull back now. We have a nice pullback on the H1. I'm expecting at least price to pull back inside one of these POI to drop now, or price we use this POI above as inducement, because this POI has a close inducement here, induce a lot of sellers in here, and price now we now push more higher to now drop. This is what I'm expecting. One of these two zones, price will react here and continue to the downside. I'm sure you can do this capture. Price will do one of these things before it drop. Let's go now to GBPSD, guys. We are currently now on GBPSD. If I zoom in, you will see clearly what is happening. First of all, what happened? Price, after this massive sell, buy side liquidity from the left here was taken. Above this high, above this one, this side, all this sell side liquidity from the left was taken. Massive rejection to the downside. Price close with bearish, with a strong spin. I think it's evening star from the downside. You can see if I'm trading, because I'm not trading patterns, I'm not trading chart patterns or candlestick pattern. This is when I started trading that I was learning this. I don't even forget about it. And you can see price massively pushed to the downside, react from the most recent weekly demand. We have a massive rejection to the upside. Eventually, I was expecting price to at least pull back inside this supply above weekly supply, because this weekly I grabbed massive liquidity here, and before we can see the drop, but price do not do that, because there's no 100% sure that price will do what you want to see. No, you just need to flow with the market. And what happened after the massive push? Price eventually closed what? Massively with a spin, indecision candle. You can see indecision candle, and you can see how the indecision seller was pushing more the price to the downside inside the pure demand, the weekly demand. And later what happened? The next common week, price massively pushed price to the downside, and the supply failed now, because at this point now supply failed. We have a fail here. You can see how supply failed. Massive push to the close again to the upside, massive push. And eventually I was expecting this week that price will tap into this weekly demand here, because it was the extreme, but I ignored that there was also we have this weekly, this buy to sell to buy weekly demand here. You can see here you have sell to buy weekly demand, and we use this low as an inducement. You can see price tap into the POI 2 times. The third time massively pushed it upside. This is the first sign that price will not pull back inside the extreme demand below here, but eventually price will keep rising to the upside until it will mitigate this supply before we can see the next moving, its next reaction. Because at this point now, this one will react as inducement. For me, this supply now will react as an inducement for here. This supply now will react as an inducement. For me, it's an inducement for the supply above here. I'm using this as an inducement for me, clean inducement for the supply above here. By next week and the beginning of April, I'm expecting price to mitigate the supply here for sure, 100%. On the daily time frame, because we are on the daily time frame now, we can see that massively weekly demand was mitigated. Inside the weekly demand, we have also a daily, extreme daily. If you check on the left, you can see we have an extreme daily demand. Price tap into the daily, massive rejection to the upside. Price push to the upside without leaving any wick. And inside this weekly demand, what do we have? Inside this weekly demand, you can see massive extreme. We have also a daily demand. We have a weekly supply above here. Price massively pull back to the upside, mitigate the weekly supply above. You can see the weekly supply rejection. And today, what happened? A massive stamp to the downside. There are two things could happen by next week, and price will ideally reverse back to the upside like this. And the second thing that could happen is that price now will ideally push lower, takes some sell liquidity here where the buyers get in here. This is where the institution take the stop loss of some retail traders here, then now rise to the upside again. This is what the two things could happen by next week. During the next week, the last week of the month of March, for me, this is what could happen. You can mark my word and mark this thing. You can screenshot this analysis on the H-wall. Clear, massive. Everything was clean. Price open on Tuesday, on Friday, Monday. Market open around here. You have a massive rise to the upside. Price came back inside the supply. I miss a shot from here because we have a nice supply from the left. Mitigated massive another sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. Take you have a massive change of character. Look into short. I missed the sell here. Drop into the demand. And the reason why institution getting here, they rise the price to the down to the upside is, first of all, I'm seeing that what give me a confirmation that the demand we're getting here. First of all, demand, weekly demand, daily demand was mitigated. After the mitigation, what happened? A massive rise to the upside. Say first. The second one is that we have now this inducement now in front of the POI. Some buyers getting here. There are some buyers we getting here, thinking that pricing is about now to continue to the upside. The price will induce a lot of buyers here. Stop loss, take all their stop loss. That's why you see a massive sell bearish candle and grab all the sell liquidity in front of this POI and come back inside the extreme. What happened? And later what we are going to see, we have a massive equal, we have a sweep again, weak rejection, and the next time price to rise to the upside. That's why we have a massive drop. And I missed this sell. This is one of the best, highest probability in swing trading. I missed this sell because I refined the entry. I used my Fibonacci trying to enter around this zone. This is where I place my orders, and price goes without me. Yeah, my entry was here. I was targeting this low, but price mitigate and move massively to the upside. I was targeting 4R. I think I was targeting 4R. Like here, it was 4R. Yeah, 4R. I was targeting this demand. Price move without me. Yeah, guys, let's go to GBPSD and go EURUSD, the weekly time frame. And my analysis on the last week, if you watch my analysis on the last week, you will notice that everything played this way I see it on EURUSD. That's why I was focusing on EURUSD massively this week. As you can see here, after you have this massive buy side liquidity sweep from here, from this week high, and you have a massive drop to the downside, you can see you have a change of character. Order flow is now bearish. And I mark out this buy to sell week supply here. I mark out this. If you remember, last week I did the analysis. I mark out this thing. I was expecting part to keep massively push to the downside here. Yeah, you can see here on the daily time frame now. I mark out here on the daily time frame. There's another one here. On the daily, there's another one. Past now could now push massively upside to come back. Take out this here, this one here. Because past has already mitigated here. We could now see by next week a massive bearish to the downside, something like this, before a rise to the upside, something like that. I'm not sure because on EURUSD here now. And by next week you have a massive break of structure. Order flow was now bearish by last week. By last week order flow was bearish, was massively bearish here. And you can see here order flow was massively bearish. We break from bullish to bearish. But one thing that paid my attention is that I was expecting price to sweep this low before the rise to the upside. But on Tuesday, you can see you have this weak demand here. This weak demand from the left here. The extreme demand here, weak demand, price massively retraced back to the upside and it mitigate the weekly supply. And after the mitigation of the weekly supply, what happened? We have a massive reaction to the downside before a rise up to the upside. And until we mitigate the extreme daily supply inside the weekly supply. And you can see how price now on Thursday we mitigate the weekly supply, expecting a massive push to the downside to target this week low. But what happened after inducing more buyers into the market? Institution induced more buyers to the market, into the market, take all the stop loss of the sell liquidity, buy side liquidity here, and add more their position to mitigate the extreme weak daily supply inside the weekly supply. You can see also grab massive liquidity here, all the stop loss here before they rise to the downside, before we drop to the downside. And we mitigate the weekly demand, the weekly supply, the daily supply. Inside the weekly supply, we have a close with the week rejection, and today we push massively to the downside, and we close with a massively weak bullish to the downside, massively rejection to the upside. And by next week, I'm expecting price to now push more higher. Based on what I'm seeing here, there are two things that I'm expecting by next week. price to rise up, take out this high before we pull back inside the POI before the continuation. These are the two things that I'm expecting here. Or price may push up, price may now do what? Push up, take out this high. Now reaction, push again to the downside. These are the two things. But I'm expecting EURUSD here. These are the two things. Okay, on the H4 time frame. On the H4 time frame, everything exactly. There's one thing that I have noticed, that the H4 time frame react exactly like on EURUSD. The H4 time frame react exactly like Euro GBPUSD on the H4, but on the daily they are quite different. But on the H4 time frame, they're almost same price action. This is something that crazy that I have been seen happening over and over for almost 7 months on EURUSD, that I start to notice it. And that's why sometimes I want to take a confirmation on GBPUSD. I want to check on EURUSD, how EURUSD is going to behave. If I want to take a confirmation on EURUSD, I want to check GBPUSD. This is something that I have been doing. Yes, guys, and you can see something that happened on EURUSD, but a little bit different scenario, but same thing. Massive daily supply mitigate, supply, the H4 supply, grab liquidity here. You can see massively inducement also. At this point, inducement was below here. Mitigation massively to the downside. I was expecting a massive drop to the downside, and what happened? We dropped here to the downside. Now, by next week, I'm expecting price to rise to the upside based on the H4, because I'm paying more attention to the H4. I'm expecting price to take out this high, pull back in continuation. Then for H4, I have a clear vision on where price could move for me. Based on the H1 now, really H1, yeah, this was a good zone for me to buy now. Yeah, this was a very beautiful zone for me to buy. As we mitigate here, massive rejection, flip. You have a flip now. You have this demand. You have this demand that is just mitigated now. You have this demand. What happened? You have a push, but price failed to give a change of character here yet. You have a price failed to give a change of character, but we mitigate the supply and go up to the downside, swap here, push back. And the thing, one thing is that we have another supply here. This supply, and you can see we have a massive interaction between supply and demand. This is one thing that as soon as price break above this high, I will place my buy limit. I will not wait. Yeah, for me this is swing to target this high. As soon as price will break this high by next week, something like this, I will place my orders directly, place my stop loss below here, something like this. I will have a confirmation to target this high, and I will now place my orders here. I will now place my buy limit here. If price is doing like this on Monday, I will do this is exactly how I want to buy on EURUSD to target this high. For swing trading, I will target 3.5 hour. Yes, risking like a 15 pips, targeting 3.5 hour. Exactly here. This is my view on EURUSD for next week on swing trading. Exactly like this. If price does this, I will take action. I will not wait. Exactly like this, I will take action. This is my best setup forever. I will take action, guys, to target this high, potentially more higher, but I will target this week high. Guys, this is everything for this video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the button notification to not miss out my next video. Cheesy, peasy, we are together.